Here are the orders of operations movie. The way in which you simplify expressions is through the orders of operation. The way that we ask you to remember the rules of order of operations is through Pemdas. We do our parentheses first, that's the P. E stands for exponents. And then the next two letters you do together, depending on whichever one is first in the equation. So you want to do left to right. So it depends on maybe the multiplication is first in the expression or equation, or maybe the division is first. The last two letters are A and S. Those stand for addition and subtraction. You will want to do those together, whichever one is first or whichever is left in the expression. So you go left to right with addition or subtraction. Here are some examples of reducing these expressions down using the orders of operation. So the first thing we want to do is look to see if there's any parentheses. There isn't. This is just considered a multiplication. So we can move on to exponents. So 2 times 2 is 4. Then we're going to leave the 3 and the plus 7 alone for now. Then we go to multiplication and division next. Well, there's a multiplication with the 3 times 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. And then we bring down the plus 7. Our last step is adding and subtracting. In this case, we have an adding. So 12 plus 7 is 19. The next expression has a parentheses. So we take care of the parentheses first. 2 plus 3 is 5. Then we bring everything else down. Now we'll take care of our exponents. In this case, we have a 2 squared. 2 times 2 is 4. Then bring everything else down. The times 5 and the plus 5. Now we take care of multiplication. So 4 times 5 is 20. Bring down the plus 5. And now 20 plus 5 is 25. Now this is going to get faster, and you may be great at reducing with orders of operation, and just make sure you are doing it in the proper order. Here's another example. No parentheses, no exponents. So now we're going to multiplication and division. And we go left to right. So we start with the left. There is a division here. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. Then I'm going to bring down the rest. Now I have a multiplication. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. And then bring down the 8. Last step is 8 minus 5 is 3. All right, first step in this example has a parentheses. So now within the parentheses, there is a exponent. So we need to take care of this piece first. So 3 times 3 is 9. And then bring everything else down. Now, the next step within the parentheses is to simplify that. So 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring everything else down. Just going to push this down a little bit so I have some more room. And now take care of any multiplication or division. Well, there's a multiplication with 6 divided by 3, which is 2. Bring down the minus 1. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. Our next example has a parentheses. So we take care of that first. 12 plus 8 is 20. Leave everything else alone. The 2 squared, the division, and the 5. Now the next step is to take care of exponents. Well, there's an exponent right here. 2 times 2 is 4. And then we still have the 20 divided by 5. Next up, 4 times 20 is 80 divided by 5. And then the last step is 80 divided by 5 is 16.